Good evening, one and all. Welcome to the video. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to generate Boolean queries with Python. So let's say I have the string, basically apple, comma, orange, semicolon, cake. So I want to generate a Boolean query like apple. Basically, the comma gets converted into an AND operator. The semicolon is basically an OR operator. So how the hell do I write a software or a code that can generate a Boolean queries based on a string that is given? All right, challenge accepted. Let's get started. So what I need to do is basically, let me see if I'm recording the video. Oops, that's my YouTube channel. So yeah, we are rolling. So, okay, so let's do this way. So I'm gonna say, let's get a string first, str. Okay. Okay, so I have the strings. These are basically these Boolean queries would be used for Elk Stack and a lot of other application. Okay, so the applications are endless. So depending on what you are making. So okay, so we have this. Okay, so what we need to do is basically, first of all, we need to define a list. So I'm gonna define an array. Now after that, what I'm gonna do is basically, I need to split this at. So I'm gonna say fruits is equal to, I'm gonna say str dot split. So I'm gonna split at the semicolon. So once if I split a semicolon, if I want to show you how it looks like, yeah, simple. This is how it looks like. Now I need to iterate over it. So I'm gonna say for fruits in, let me do this. I'm thinking about some logic. Hold on. So once I do that, yeah, of course I need to do say, so for fruits in fruits, remember it's gonna be something like an array, right? So we'll be, so let's see what do we get. Sure enough, of course I'm expecting this. Now what I want to do is basically I want one more for loop, or rather I would say I want to split that into a list, right? And then I'm going to use a join operator. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to use a throwaway operator. So I can say fruits dot split it, comma, and then what I'm going to do is basically I'm again going to use a throwaway operator. I'm going to use list comprehension. Okay, so let me do this way. So I'm going to use string formatting, and here I'm going to say x dot strip. Of course I need to define that, so I'm going to define that in a while, and I'm also going to call dot lower on that. Okay, and I'm going to say for x, and of course you know what, right? The throwaway operator. So what this translates is basically something like this. Let me show you. Okay, so what I did is basically I converted this into something like this, okay, into a list, right? Now what I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna basically join it with an OR operator, right? Because we are developing some Boolean logic. So let me see. Yeah, so that's done. Now we need to basically join it with an OR operator. So again, I'm gonna use a throwaway operator, and basically, okay, now I'm gonna say I'm gonna use dot join operator on here, and I'm gonna join the throwaway operator. So again, let's see what it looks like. See, apple or orange on cake. Okay, so apple or orange. So if you want to do an AND, you do AND. So this is how it looks like. Okay, pretty cool. We are getting there. Okay, so we did this. Now what we need to do is basically we need to wrap this in a parentheses. So again, you're gonna use throwaway operator. Use this, yeah, formatting dot format, and I'm gonna again use the throwaway operator. So now what it looks like, perfect. Okay, now we are getting there. Okay, now what I need to do is basically I'm gonna append this all of that into array. So I'm gonna say r dot append this, and at the end of the loop what I'm gonna say is basically I'm gonna join, do something. So let me show you what it looks like. So the array has something like this. So the first element is a string, apple and orange. That's what we said, right? We wanted to convert this into a Boolean queries. apple and orange, and then we have cake. Okay, still not there. What we want to do is finally, basically, you want to say final query. I would say, or let's join ours, and this should do it. There you go, man. Boolean queries, apple and orange or cake. So you have a Boolean query and it's a string. Okay, let me show you. Oh, not that one, of course. Oh, yeah. So you can see it's a class of string. Okay, so final query. So basically, whatever you give here, right, it's gonna basically evaluate this to a Boolean query. Remember, as I said in the description, comma replace comma will be think comma as a AND operator, semicolon as an OR operator. So if I just add here pasta, so this should be apple and orange or cake or pasta. Check it out. Okay, let's make an object oriented way. I don't like this bullshit. So let's do class Boolean query object define init pass. Let's take string. Okay, self dot store. Damn it. Okay, perfect. Now what we need to do, define, let's call this Boolean, and this is going to return a Boolean query. So so basically indent this a little bit here. Okay, a little bit more. All right. Okay, so the string would be self dot string, right? You know what? I'm not gonna do this. Let me do this way. Is equal to self dot string. Okay, so you to this class you basically provide a string, and it's gonna generate a Boolean query for you. Pretty much it. Let's do return final. Damn it. Final query. Doc string. Returns a string. Let's test it out, man. So define a string, create an instance of a class. So yeah, there you go. Okay. All right, so I think it's complete, and test it out. There you go, man, piece of a cake. Yeah, so you can use this class to generate Boolean queries for Elasticsearch, or I don't know, whatever you want to use it for. Testing, making sure. See, works fine. Apple and orange or cake or XYZ and ABC. So yeah, that's how you would generate Boolean queries in Python. Yeah, if you have any more questions on this, list your questions in the comments, and would be very happy to assist you. Thank you for watching the video. The code is there in the description as usual. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, kindly list your questions in the comments and I would be very happy to assist you. Thank you for watching.